are now streaming. If you want to go ahead and talk about the pictures of shit that you received.
I used to have a coworker who would randomly text me, sometimes in the middle of the day, a picture of a shit he just took in a toilet. And when I said, "Why do you do this to me?" he goes, "Because it makes me laugh."
He is a special flower.
Yeah, I would say that definitely takes a special kind of person to take enjoyment from that. The same kind of person that would take a shit and then smear it all over the wall and just sit there and giggle to themselves for like 10 minutes.
I had a friend walk out of a job once because he was asked to go clean the bathroom, and he walked into the bathroom, and someone had picked up a log and just written on the wall with it. So he put the mop down on the floor, and he just walked out.
I quit. I'm done. He just left.
It's like, no thanks.
Never to return. Oh, that's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
It makes you think someone picked it up with their hands. Hopefully not bare.
Someone went to great lengths to take this length of poop.
They took that coil.
Oh. Oh.
They were making art.
And this is shit that has to hold together.
They need lots of fiber in their diet for it.
I gotta figure out this light thing. See, it's so fucking bright. But now it's not. But now it is.
I used to have a floor lamp that I would put on in the background, but then the base on it like broke when I was moving it, vacuuming one day. So now I have to use my overhead.
I've got a string of LEDs that maybe I'll just run that instead.
Yeah, that might be easier.
But like I have but it's so bright that I'd have to like obscure it with something.
Mm.
I don't know, like some trim or something on my desk.
Yeah.
We don't have to do.
So what kind of adventure are we going to do without D and Clay?
You mean piking clay?
Piking Clay, yeah, that's what
well, with how I'm feeling about it right now, whatever the fuck we want.
Don't worry, there's adventure to be had. And it's the same adventure that's always been there. Just with less people.
The big smiley face in the center.
Are we going to do a magical expedition and spend the entire time performing experiments on the outer layer of the wall?
You must lick the wall.
Well, you're a wizard. You could have like a journal, and we could do do it all fancy and formal like. Dragon Man, could you run at the wall and ram it with your head at full speed? No, half speed.
I like
just stand
we start at full speed and we try lesser.
Stand and bang your head on the wall, please. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
I love that. I love the idea that maybe Davriel is this mad scientist who just wants the Numeragas to bang his head against the wall over and over again. And he's not he's like not taking notes. He's got his magic book out, but he's got a romance novel on top of it, and he's reading while you're going at the wall.
Yeah, just keep doing that. Keep doing that.
It's working. It's working. We're almost there.
I think I heard it crack. Keep going.
Way worse. Let me shut my door so I don't wake the child.
He's trying to wake the child.
The beast has awoken.
Release the Kraken.
You've been DM, I'm gonna warn you, we are already streaming.
Okay.
So don't strip.
Don't be like a certain party bard.
Bright Star something. Last time on Dragon Ball Z,
what?
Y'all went into a magic shop with a bunch of hostages waking up the owner of the magic shop. Do y'all recall this?
Did we actually say anything to him, or did it stop on like he can't? He's woken up and he's noticed us.
He has come downstairs. He has noticed y'all. He's gone to his back room to get coffee, and he's come back. And he said, "Okay, now let's deal with this problem."
Davriel immediately just says, "This isn't what it looks like."
What else could it look like?
They attacked us.
Also, Clay said some things to him about the manacles on their necks, and that's why he was there. He wanted to sell them to the guy or something.
Oh, well, of course he did.
So there things have happened.
Okay, all right.
As soon as he says those words, Silmorn goes unconscious and collapses in the floor.
Do you want him? He's 50 gold.
And the magic man says, he points at Tila. He's like, "Hey, you. There's a room upstairs for him. Can you go deal with that?" And Tila wanders upstairs with Silmorn, carrying Silmorn in her giant werewolf strength arms that aren't werewolf.
She just kind of flexes out and just
She
picks
like
Silmorn up.
drags him by his ankle and pulls him up the stairs.
I like that better.
Caveman style.
His head thumping on each step.
And thus, I have eliminated and AFK characters from the scene. I'm real happy about that.
Okay then.
So you have a couple of dragon men tied up with magical collars on their neck. Magical collars of domination, I believe that was determined.
Is that what they were?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
And I think y'all determined that. And if you didn't, well, there you go. That's a freebie.
Now it is.
Okay.
And the gnome shopkeep says, "What do you want me to do with this?" Like, I know you want to sell. I know you're interested in these collars. I don't know what you expect me to do with them.
Can you get them off of them?
Maybe.
Wait, are they magical locks? Oops.
I have no idea. You brought them to me.
Well, no, I'm asking you as the DM. You determined they were magical locks,
I
right?
determined they were glowing manacles
They were
around
glowing.
Presumably, they are magical and not mundane.
If you were to use detect magic on them, that
They
might
would
be a
most
waste of a
certainly-
spell slot.
Right. What if I use something like knock?
I don't know. You have not like looked at the manacles at any depth, so
Fair enough.
Are you wearing robot ears?
They're bunny ears.
Well, if I'm looking at my knock spell here, it
Robot.
says a target that is held shut by a mundane lock or is stuck. I'm sorry, I read too low.
Like that.
The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
Okay. Would you like to remove...
Davriel thumbs the locks and he says, "I can unlock these, but it's going to be very, very loud."
Do we care about that? Quick, don't wake
do
the.
you care about that?
I don't
I'm
care.
just saying, everybody on this block is going to hear me if I open these.
Do it.
Let me help you a little bit with that. When you walked in the magic shop, as always happens when you walk in this magic shop, it's like a change in pressure. Like you can feel it feels weird walking the threshold, and then you're in here and it's back to normal.
What does Davriel, a very magical person, detect outside of a pressure change?
I don't know.
What kind of roll do I need to give you for that one?
You tell me what you think you want to do, and I'll tell you what roll.
I guess. Let me look at my sheet again.
I don't want to. I'm going to paint myself into a corner.
Yeah. So I guess I could do something like an Arcana check, because if there was a shift in of some sort of magical means, I might be able to detect it.
Okay. Well, what does Arcana check do again? Read me that.
Actually, that's a good question. Thank you, Roll20. That is very helpful. Attributes, ability, intelligence,
Your
type,
ability to
skill.
recall lore about spells, magic items, magic or eldritch symbols, magical traditions, the planes of existence, and the inhabitants of those planes.
So this is basically that's a magical history check then. Okay.
It might be an
That
Arcana
would-
check. It might be a magical history check. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I would roll an insight to notice any kind of magical disturbance.
Insight would be you. An insight check is more about trying to find out if someone is lying.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think an Arcana check would be in hand here.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
So-
an Arcana check.
27.
You absolutely know for certain that that is a similar sensation as it would be if you were to chain. You would do some sort of planar change.
All right. So Davro looks up and he looks around and he goes, "Yeah, I don't think anybody will hear us if we do this."
It's almost
How,
like
how,
you know,
how many of them? How many of the manacles are there?
there is a manacle around each dragonborn knight's neck.
How many of them were there? Were there 3?
There were 3. These dragon men are unconscious.
All right. Well,
Are
I
you
turn
What
to
are you doing? What are
who,
you,
me?
No, the gnome. He's like, what are you?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Well, I can unlock these manacles. I look over at Numeragas and our new. I don't think I got really too well introduced with the new character.
No, you met me. I was already like beating up lizard men.
Right, but it was kind of like it all happened so fast, and I was all so very drunk.
And hyped up on romance novels.
The lusty Argonian maid.
The lusty Godian maid.
I don't know.
But
any
we
of them.
have
He knows. He actually knows all of you.
we have Yolanda. I can open these, but what is opening these? Where does that get us? What are we doing?
I'll be honest, I didn't quite understand the plan when it happened. They said we gotta get these guys or people would get hurt. So,
Wait, who said that though?
points down at Silver and passed down on the ground. Him.
He's upstairs
What are we-
now. He's gone.
What are
Him.
we? What? Yeah. What are we doing then? We don't. This isn't our problem.
I think Tila would have explained to you that she saw these guys in the prison.
That's a whole side quest that's come and gone. With a character that is no longer with the party.
Dragonman says. Dragonman says we should just cut our losses, and he starts to pull out his hammer.
Whoa, do we have to kill him?
I don't think we have to kill them, but can we not just dump them in some back alley and just forget about it? Are they going to remember us? It's a big city.
Okay, I like beating people up, but was there a point to this, or did I just go like roughhouse to make lizard men?
I mean, I walked up and you guys were fighting these guys, so I have no idea what's going on.
It felt like there was a plan, but I don't know it.
Maybe we should just open one of the locks and see what happens.
Yeah, let's talk to him, and then we could try and sell the lock to the guy. Hey, you still want to buy it if we get it off the lizard man?
Fuck, I don't know. You're just gonna release prisoners in my shop.
I mean, the shopkeeper has a point.
And these are magical items. You have no idea what will happen if you if you unlock it.
Again, he has a point.
Let's try.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, before you try, Numeragas, you're Numi Aetherguard right now, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure you're Numi Aetherguard right now.
Yeah.
Numi Aetherguard hasn't experienced the mirror yet. and you see it over your shoulder.
Okay. So, glancing around the room, I notice the mirror over in the corner and walk towards it and peer into its shiny depths.
You see the skeletal figure of a dragon man,
Oh.
and it places its hand on the mirror as if to touch hands with you, like in a high five kind of way.
It's kind of like.
Yeah. What do you do?
Does anybody else see this going on, or do we just see him kind of transfixed on his own image?
I don't know. Are you talking to the gnome, or are you interested in Numi Aethergard wandering around looking at stuff?
All right, fair enough. We're still dealing with the gnome.
Dragon Man's going to put his hand on a section of the mirror, not where the hand is. Actually, Numi Aethergard, being really dumb, is going to tap it with his hammer. Like, just kind of poke it and make sure it's solid.
Nothing or you tap it, and the skeletal hand waves its finger like this and places its hand back up and points at it.
Dwarf man is looking around the room. Okay. He's going to put his hand on the mirror, matching the outline of the other hand.
The skeletal dragon reaches out of the mirror, grabs your wrist, and drags you into the mirror.
Gosh.
So was it kind of a silent kind of Abbott and Costello pull off the frame?
Would Numi Aethergard say anything while this was happening, or would he yelp or anything?
He yelped. A dwarf would yelp.
And then
He let out a
Numi
strong
Aethergard
dwarven yelp.
is Numi Aethergard / Numerarges is nowhere to be seen.
Did we see it? Any portion of it happen?
You heard the yelp, and maybe you turned around and saw the tail of the dragon. Do dragon men have tails?
They do.
Okay. You would see the tail of him slide right in there and be gone.
And then there's nothing in the mirror for them to see after that.
There is things for them to see in the mirror.
Davriel sees it. Davriel sees it happens and approaches the mirror.
Okay. You see the same old wizard who is he's sort of familiar looking. Actually, he looks exactly like the wizard that was, or sorry, the old man in the dome that you met.
Right.
Nothing has changed there.
And this is the second time that I've seen him. What happens?
Nothing happens.
We're just kind of.
You just look at him.
We're just staring back at each other.
Yep.
Okay.
But what you know about this mirror
Mm-hmm.
is that it typically shows. It typically can show futures.
Okay.
The gnome explained that, and as you turn
Right.
down, he's like, "Step away from that mirror." The fuck just happened?
You can go through that thing?
No.
Davriel will explain that again. He saw the same old man in the mirror, and about the time that he turned around and saw the tail of Numerarges disappear into the mirror.
He's got his hand on his face palming. He's like, "The mirror is not supposed to work that way." And yes, you would see an old man. He may look like you. It's a possible future, right? You see an older version of you, maybe?
I don't know if it's an older version of me, but it is an old man.
I have never seen a person be dragged into that mirror. And he immediately pulls out like this giant sheet from underneath the counter and goes and tosses it over the mirror. This thing's on lockdown.
Well, what about our friend? I saw him go into the mirror.
Fuck if I know.
I think we need to get him back. Can I try and go to the mirror?
No.
I mean,
What?
what's the big loss to you? You don't
What
know
did
me.
I don't know. If
I've never spent money here.
I think we kind of explained that you had been here before to get
I've
items.
been here, but I don't spend the money. Valkyr spends the money, and I pick the shit up.
Also, you have a magical card that gets you here as well. So
Well, yeah.
he knows you well enough to know that you come and go.
Wait, does he recognize who Valkyr would be? Or
He only you have never been here with Valkor.
Huh.
And you don't
So
know
what?
that Valkor gets magic items from this shop, or he gets them wherever he gets them. But you have brought them to be identified here.
gotcha.
So what does the party do? He's throwing the sheet over the thing.
I'm gonna very slyly try and like reach behind the sheet and try and put my hand through the mirror and just see what happens.
Nothing. Nothing happens. You can't see the mirror, so you touch the mirror and it feels like glass.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stick my head under the sheet without him noticing.
Without him noticing, roll stealth.
Stealth or sleight of hand?
Davril, are you distracting him? Are you talking to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and distract him. Well, I mean, yes, I'm gonna be like, trying to like, we gotta figure this out. Our friend disappeared into your mirror. We need our friend back. What are we supposed to do?
Okay, so since you're distracting him, you roll with advantage, and well, you got an 18 anyway. So you peek your head around the mirror, the tarp, gently, and you look in, and you see the same image of you see yourself like peeking around, and you see like that statue again of you and Valkyr standing on a pedestal.
Okay, now I'm gonna touch the mirror and see what happens. Try and go.
Nothing happens.
So a fountain of dragon blood didn't explode forth from the mirror.
No.
Bones and random pieces of body parts just explode from behind the mirror. No,
None of that happens.
damn.
The curtain doesn't like kind of
It's not like a
stir.
garbage. There's not a garbage disposal in the back of it, if that's what you're asking.
The curtain doesn't stir in a burp as dragon bones pour out of the base of the mirror onto the floor in front of the mirror.
Yes, the mirror is actually a mimic. Y'all are familiar with those, right?
Oh, just a bit.
Gosh. Does Yolanda do anything after doing what she did?
I'm just gonna like come back around and kind of shrug at you like, eh.
Okay, it's just like, shopkeep. What are we supposed? Our friend disappeared in your shop. What are we supposed to do?
Let me paint you this picture. First of all, you've brought me 3 prisoner dragon men who will do I do not know what when we wake them, who are magically grafted with these collars of some sort. And now your dumb dragon man has disappeared into a mirror that should not be able to do that. And I don't know.
Davril just standing there, palm on his forehead, like, oh.
I thought you were supposed to be the expert here.
This is my shop. I don't know jack shit about this mirror, apparently.
You told us not to look into it, at least.
Yeah, did I say that? I should have said that if I didn't.
No, he did at one point. He was just like, yeah, don't look at the mirror. Davril is at a loss on what to do.
I will say this: it's late at night. Let me do some research. Let me call in some help. Help me get these dragon men down to the basement.
That much we can do. Yeah, we
let's-
dragged him into your shop.
Let's put them in the basement. Secure them so that they do not escape and try to kill us.
Fair enough.
I will send for someone, and you can take a long rest upstairs with your friends.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
Do I need to make some rolls for Davril to pick up a dragon man? Is that a thing that needs to happen?
No, I'm just gonna grab it by the tail and pull.
Okay. So you grab it by the tail and pull one, and it's real tough.
Yeah.
And
It's really tough.
What is Yolanda's strength?
She's got good strength.
So she could probably carry 2.
Oh wait, no. Actually, she does not. She only has a 12 on strength.
Okay.
It's dexterous.
Still better than Davril.
Davril has what, an 8?
Yeah.
Davril has a 10 on strength. He has a big old 0 on his strength.
Okay, well, I will say this takes some time because Yolanda, while dexterous and scrappy, not very strong. Davril, while not very strong at all, period. Y'all managed to toss the dragon men down the stairs and then position them, and he has this odd-looking cage downstairs. And he's like, put him in there. And y'all do that. And he's like, okay. So he goes up to the cage, shuts it, secures the lock. He waves his hands over it, and it glows this red color. And then a red field encases the entire cage. It's kind of shimmery.
Okay.
This should hold them. Now,
That's some very fancy magic you've got going on there.
well, we have to do something to contain things like this. Now let's go back upstairs, and I'll send for someone.
So he's not going to turn around and bang on a wooden box on the floor and say, "Bring out the gimp."
Davril slides the shopkeep 200 gold and is like, "This is for your trouble for the night."
I won't say no to money. I'll take your 200 gold. And we'll figure this out in the morning. Or I'll let you know what I find out in the morning. This is going to be a long night. And he shows you to your rooms. And I think, has Yolanda stayed at the magic shop before? The magic shop inn, I guess.
Probably not. I mean, she can get free lodging elsewhere, so.
Okay.
What is Yolanda's occupation?
She's, well,
Well, you know what? You know what? Let me have the fun of finding it out.
okay. Yeah, you missed the whole scene at the fight club.
Yeah.
And the next morning, you awaken. You can smell the coffee. It's been brewing all night. And downstairs, you see the gnome sitting at a coffee table, having a chat with this older gentleman. And yeah, that's what you see.
Hail and well met.
Morning.
Is that my cue?
That's your cue, Jeff.
Okay.
What's going on here?
I'm gonna bring out the beards again.
Oh, no.
So you see the gnome having a chat with this heavily armored older man who,
Is doing this.
yes, he's doing exactly that. And he is explaining to him what happened last night and trying to find out what he should do.
Well, so they walked down the steps and said, "Hail and well met."
Yes.
Would say, "Greetings. I am Sir Eastaval. I heard you had some magical troubles here.
Yeah, just our friend disappeared into a mirror, and the shopkeep has no idea of that how that happened.
I see.
If it's not blatantly clear right now, we're introducing Jeff's new character.
I figured Sir Eastevald. I like it. Sir Eastevald.
Does anybody recognize Sir Easteball as the older paladin?
Davril would have been at the council and would have recognized Sir Eastevall as a member of the council.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how Davril felt about the council after the last time y'all just
well,
drop the mic, turn to darkness, fuck everything up.
That was more Silmorn than anything else. So Davril just kind of goes along for the ride a lot of the time. What brings you to this magical parlor, Councilman?
Well, I had heard through the proper or back channels, as it were, that the Dragon Man, that interesting, dumb Dragon Man, had been snatched away by magical means currently unknown.
Very much unknown.
I thought I would come and investigate, seeing as how I had witnessed a very peculiar incident in the temple where the Dragon Man was clearly praying to Bahamut and was answered by a dwarven god instead.
That's very interesting.
I feel there must be some sort of divine entity at work here, possibly explaining our current situation with the Purple Dome.
Ah, yes. You know about do you know anything about the Purple Dome?
Well, I'm on the council. I am aware of the fact
I mean,
that
you're aware, but do you know anything? Do you
Well-
know anything explicitly?
I have been
having these
passively
visions.
investigating.
I keep having these visions of an old man telling me to investigate the dome, but nobody believes me.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. Don't worry. I believe you. Sir Eastevall is here.
Well, we need to find our friend, but we also these visions are getting more intense as time goes on.
The gnome speaks up and says, it appears that we have two problems to solve. Well, three problems, I guess, and size. The dragon guys downstairs.
Yeah.
Dragon guys.
That's
right.
Yes, I told you. They, these good friends of mine kidnapped some dragon guards and brought them to my shop.
That was more our warlock who he always has some crazy shit brewing. He was
Shenanigans, as it were.
I think he was trying to sell them off as slaves.
That's what we were doing?
Knowing Silmorn, probably.
He's on an honor-bound path now, out of character, but sure.
Well, as far as Davril knows.
Sure, yeah, no, that's true.
I'm suddenly very hesitant about joining this group. I was just trained in a slave trade.
Look, the rest of the party does not reflect the actions of Silmorn.
Well, this makes my job way easier because generally I have to hunt down slavers, and you have brought me to a slaver.
The gnome looks shocked. He's like, I am not a slaver.
Guards, arrest this gnome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to, tap him on the shoulder and say, I'm just joking.
So back to our three problems.
So, yeah, what should we do with the dragon men we brought in? I don't actually know why we dragged them in. I walked up and the rest of my party was already fighting them.
I will tell you this.
BRB.
I was busy perusing the periodicals in a nearby facility.
Periodicals, love that. I'll tell you this. After a thorough investigation of the manacles, They appear to be made. They appear to be dwarven made. And there is a very skilled dwarven blacksmith who used to reside in the city.
I would know his name.
Did we ever give him a name?
No, I don't think we did, but now would be a good time because Eastaval would definitely know him.
Let me get a good. I've got a good dwarf last name, but I don't have a good dwarf first name. Hold on.
Eastaval is a friend of the dwarves, which is part of why he has taken a greater interest in this whole situation. Especially after the situation in the temple where the dwarven god answered the Dragon Man's call. That was a little unusual.
The dwarf's name is Mernak Mufflebeard.
Mernak.
Mufflebeard.
Muffbeard?
Mufflebeard.
Oh, Mufflebeard. Okay.
So Mernak Mufflebeard is a dwarven armorer who used to reside within the city, who I'm really hoping he still resides in the city and has not been crushed to death by this giant purple dome.
One can only hope.
So we cannot access him until the purple dome is gone from this city, whatever that entails. And he would be the expert on at least the metal workings and possibly the magic conduit that resides within these manacles. The second problem being the purple dome, which we know what that is. The third being your dragon friend.
Right.
Who I have no idea. No idea. Open to suggestions.
Maybe if we resolve Davril is, the gears are turning in Davril's head. Maybe the mirror has something to do. Maybe it's an after effect of, magical means via the purple dome. Maybe if we solve the purple dome crisis, this will resolve itself somehow.
That seems like a bit of a
It
stretch.
does seem like being around that purple dome is making magic stuff happen. Like, I keep having things happen that I don't quite understand, and it could possibly be that big purple thing.
Shopkeep, has anything weird been happening in your shop because of this dome?
I would say it's been happening because of the dome, but being this is an item of curios and magical artifacts, weird shit happens on the regular anyway.
That's a fair assumption. All right, okay, all right.
So
Tis true,
it would be
tis
hard
true.
to tell one way or another if the dome is causing my regular calamities. And then you hear an explosion in the background and the sound of like 3 chickens.
And someone just yelling in the distance.
Yes, that too.
So,
Just
sir,
ignore that. He'll handle that back there.
Sir Eastavald, should we go and take a look at the dome? Would that be the best course of action?
Yes, sir. First of all, what does the council think of the dome? Do you all have a plan to resolve it?
We have agents working through the city that are investigating currently, but as of right now, no one has found a solution as to what to do about the dome or where it has come from.
Well, I will tell you, the last time I touched the dome, I was transported to another place where I met up with an old man who told me to save him, and then I was transported back to where I had touched the dome. To me, it was only a few seconds, but apparently to my dragon friend who has disappeared, it was like 10, 15 minutes.
Interesting. And you say that you have interacted with this mirror here as well?
When I look in that mirror, I see the same person who I saw when I was transported into the dome. Or transported from touching the dome.
Do you know if your friend Numerages had also encountered previously a similar effect looking into the mirror?
I don't actually know.
Yolanda,
What was the question?
do you know if Numerages has also encountered a similar effect looking into the mirror? Have you encountered anything peculiar about that mirror?
Yeah, every time I look at it, I see me and my boyfriend like up on a pedestal, kind of looking like statue. Kind of awesome.
That doesn't seem good.
Are you made of stone? What material are you made of?
I don't know, marble?
Marble? Okay.
In the statue or right now?
Well, right now I'm just a squishy human.
Squishy human.
Well, maybe not squishy. Flex my muscles.
That's what I was looking for.
Well, you would have ripped monk muscles, so you would be like you'd be like a coiled spring. Taut.
And she actually makes it.
Oh, very impressive.
Let's stay on task. Enough of the gun show.
Oh, she's already doing like handstand
She's already
push-ups.
posed.
Sir Eastaval is doing flexing poses with his sword while she's doing that. Everyone just breaks out into spontaneous poses.
They're a little
Wizard Man is
lackluster.
slowly spinning his what is it? Staff above his head, doing like magic swirls.
So this is the kind of strange happenings the dome has been causing. I've seen it.
Did we just turn into an anime?
I've seen people dancing in the streets.
It has been reported, yes.
And also
Okay.
crazy people shooting arrows at each other. Money flying. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah,
Well-
those arrow shooters sound like cool people.
Oh, maybe.
Horses have been dying all around the city, spontaneously hit by arrows.
Less cool.
So,
So-
Sir Eastavald, what should we do?
Well, let me do a quick examination of the mirror, the room, and the Dragon Man. And then we can proceed to the dome.
Okay.
So I'm going to do Divine Sense. See if I can...
Post my
register
divine
any-
sense. I need to know what it does.
post it to you or just post it in Roll20 chat?
Presence of strong ego registers.
Yeah.
Is Divine
Celestial-
Sense is it a stronger version of Detect Good and Evil?
Basically, I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I recall that Numerages did this weird voodoo dance to use his divine sense. What does Sir Istival do?
Dragon, or not Dragon Man. Sir Eastaval is going to take his sword and hold it like this and grab the blade, and it glows. It glows a little bit.
Okay. Does it cut him?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
He's wearing gauntlets.
That's fair. You activate your divine sense, but you do not detect any evil, undead, celestials, fiends, anything like that from the mirror.
He doesn't detect any Celestials?
He does not. Not in the mirror.
Would you show up on that, Scott?
That's a good question.
As a construct?
That's a good question.
A celestial construct, no less?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Okay.
I'm going to believe that you were focusing on the mirror and nothing else.
Well, but I can detect anything in the room, so
Okay,
that's
I
a
will
good
tell
question.
you this. You detect lots of weird, faint traces in the room.
So it would make it hard to narrow it down.
It would make
since
it
we're
hard to
full
narrow it
magic
down.
shit.
But when you're focused down on the mirror, like that faint traces is everywhere behind you, looking at the mirror, Ain't nothing undead or celestial about it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, down into the downstairs. I'm gonna look at them and the collar that they have. Probably not. Probably just magic, straight up, right?
Yeah, just magic straight up.
Okay. So what was the plan with these guys? Are you gonna just keep them here for now, and we'll come back to this?
Devril throws his hands up. Our warlock, who knows what goes through his head sometimes.
Do we have? I'm gonna ask the gnome. Do we have the ability to set these men free?
We cannot set them free. They know where we are. They know who attacked them. They are 3 and we are... I'm like half a person, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm like a person and a half.
Well, that's nice. Let's not have any fights that we don't need to, I think.
What race is Yolanda?
She's a human.
Just a human?
Human.
Oh, okay.
We have a very humanocentric party all of a sudden, and I love it.
Okay. Yeah.
Human team, go!
See,
Ooh.
Smoking leaves, and everybody's like, "Oh, we got band together with the humans now. Who's the racist now?"
I can imagine Smokey saying that.
Well, to be fair, Sir Eastaval is a friend of the dwarves. That's why he has this luxurious beard. He has a girdle of dwarven kind, which causes him to spontaneously grow a full, thick dwarven beard. But it's like you have a chance every night to grow one, right? You just wake up with just a fat ass beard.
Just a fat beard on your chin.
Does he
Fat
like shave it every
fucking
night,
beard.
hoping that it'll spawn again?
No, he usually just leaves it.
Okay.
He'll just leave it. He likes it. And when it grows back in, it's always black, and it slowly grays over the course of a week.
Mm.
So he's got like a bunch of gray hair and then just a black beard.
Excellent. I love that.
It's really rad.
It's like you could tell the beard is a young man's beard, but it ages with him, but very quickly because it's like catching up to his age.
Yeah, something like that.
So what does the party do? Do you want to crack open these dragon men? Do you want to go check out the dome?
Davril would rather just leave the dragonmen behind, and Silmorn's silly notions of whatever he's trying to do with them, he wants to go check that dome out.
Now's your chance.
We need to find our friend. Hopefully this solves that. So
We do need to find your friend. I'm still very curious about what it is he was praying to and what answered back in the temple.
I like the Dragon Man. I'd like to get him back. He was
So
nice.
should we head to the Purple Dome then?
Make a decision, party.
Yolanda, should we go? I'm sure Sir Eastaval is all for it. Do you want to go check the Purple Dome out, or do you have something else in mind? I think we should go check the dome out.
I've got no plans.
Let's go check the dome out.
All right. You wandered through the city, and Mardi Gras has expanded past the dome. Like 3 blocks out from the dome, it's now purple everywhere. There's bead vendors, people dancing, more people shooting arrows. People are getting hurt because the OG arrow shooter may have been an expert, but these people are not.
All the copycats aren't quite.
All the copy. You can tell that they are knockoffs. Are you
I am
performing?
flipping through the crowds, doing cartwheels, entertaining small children.
Okay, so you're doing the best you can of doing that while also making movement towards the dome.
Yeah, of course. That's how I'm like getting around the crowd as I do like flips over people and then like a cartwheel in between a couple.
So like as this like gladiator person that you kind of are you well known throughout the city for like your antics?
I think they'd be pretty familiar with me here because I would come down to the fight clubs on one night.
Okay, you would always come down on the same night. You probably have like a a crew of people who are excited to see you beat the crap out of someone.
Yeah, because I always put on a show.
And then I'm sure there are people out there that have T-shirts with your face on it.
Oh yeah.
And you're
I am the Ronda Rousey of Waterdeep.
excellent.
So you're full of mental illness and anguish.
Is she?
Okay, I am the happy version of Ronda Rousey.
And you moderated a Pokemon forum. A D&D Pokemon forum.
And while everyone is like cheering as Yolanda does flips, and you see a bunch of people wearing her shirt, like shouting, "Yeah, go get them!"
Sign a couple of shirts while I'm going by.
Some people want you to sign their not really muscles.
Yeah, keep working on it, kid. You're getting there.
And you arrive at the dome.
Now that we've arrived at the dome,
It
I'm
takes
going
like
to
3 times as long because of the antics.
I'm going to take a quick pit stop and grab another beer.
That's a good idea. I'm going to take a quick
Yeah.
stop as well.
Yeah.
And refill the hydration.
It's really hot in my house, and all the ice in my drink have melted.
Womp womp. I need to find my white beard.
So, what days were you thinking about coming to DragonCon?
I don't know. Probably Saturday,
Cool.
Sunday, maybe Friday. Which day is Labor Day?
Monday.
Monday, and I don't have to work Monday, so probably maybe Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Sunday, Monday.
Cool.
I want to do like 2 days.
Yeah. Well, Monday is usually boring, but
Like it's winding down, right?
yeah, the main point of Monday is pretty much just like hitting up the dealer's room and trying to catch in some deals from people who are trying to like get rid of stuff so they don't have to carry it back. And, you know, maybe go into a couple of small panels or something.
I gotcha.
I usually just head out on those Mondays.
Well, then I probably won't do Monday. You've made it sound very unappealing.
It's the boring day.
I know. I'm
It's-
familiar with. I was always like that too. Everybody's like me. There's just like the energy is a quiet one instead of it being like everybody's buzzing around.
What about
Well,
AWA?
Especially it being 5 days long now, like everyone is recovering by Monday.
Half
cool.
of the con goers have died.
What's going on with AWA?
It's Dragon Con. She's talking about Dragon Con.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's real soon. That's in a couple weeks.
It's next weekend.
Oh, wow. It's closer than I thought.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm scrambling to put the last bits on Poison Ivy stuff.
Right on.
Playboy Bunny, Poison Ivy.
Well, that one I don't have to do much to because it's pretty much just this like green corset thing. Because I accidentally ordered 2 things for Poison Ivy, and I'm gonna attach like a bunny tail, and then I got ears and stuff. And then I have main Poison Ivy. I'll do a different day, which is the leafy flower corset and skirt, and like
Legit.
wig and all that, and gloves. And then we got to wear Spider-Gwen on Sunday because they're doing the Spider-Man meetup on Sunday at 4, so I'm going to go out to that. And then I'm doing Zatanna again one of the days.
That can just be your off cosplay. Just like, I don't feel like doing that. I'll do this.
Well, I know I'll do Poison Ivy the day that Pikey wants to do Harley Quinn because we're going to do it like together.
Legit.
I'm going to do Spider-Verse Spider-Man for Halloween. The really bummy one.
Nice. Nice.
Spider-Gwen was super easy because I just bought the Zentai suit and then like a pair of blue ballet slippers.
All right. So we are at the dome.
At the dome. What are you doing at the dome?
The Thunderdome.
So, Davril will lead. So I guess at this point, is there kind of a DMZ zone kind of with the purple dome and to the vendors and everybody? Is there kind of a?
There isn't. The vendors are like right up on it.
Okay.
And
Do they have things like glued to the dome?
no, well, you look and you don't see that, but you see people like trying to hammer in like hooks and things to put on the dome to no avail to hang things, and nothing will penetrate or adhere to the dome at all.
All right. So Davril is gonna explain to Sir Eastaval. He's just like, the last time I touched the dome, something happened. Why don't we approach the dome again and see if anything happens again?
Okay. So how do you do this?
I will approach the dome without touching it, and I'm gonna call Sir Eastaval over to me, and I'm gonna hold my hand out to Sir Eastaval and be like, hold my hand while I touch the dome. I want to see if something happens.
Okay. Is Yolanda going to join in this hand holding as well?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Very well.
You all join hands, and Davril touches.
I place my hand flat palmed against the purple dome.
As soon as you make contact, you're in a white space again.
Is it just me, or did anybody else come with me?
Everyone came with you. All three of you are standing in front of this old man in a chair, and he says, "Are you ready? Are you prepared?"
Davril stands forward and he says, I've been prepared since the first time we interacted.
All right. And then the white space is gone. And you all, it's like y'all are unconscious for a moment.
All right.
And then you appear outside a gate you appear in this desert area. Outside the gate of this, what appears to be a small settlement. And you land flat on your asses right at the gate.
That's at the gate. What number is the gate near?
1, all the way at the bottom.
Oh, you gotta scroll down.
You land flat on your asshole right in.
The video boxes were covering the 1 and the 2.
And before you stands this massive knight who appears to have like this weird red substance bulging out of its armor crevices. And
would you say it's kind of like a Dark Souls when you're embered, kind of burning?
No.
No. Okay.
Is it like?
I'm trying to get a visual.
I got something for you.
Is he pulsating?
He is not. I got a picture for you. Let me find it. Where's my picture?
Or is it kind of like Nightmare from the Soul Calibur games, where he has all that junk coming out of him?
Hey, I have to tuck the child in. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Would you say he looks like a carnival worker?
I would say he looks like this.
Oh, he's
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. He's oozing. All right.
out of his armor.
So you see
Does he have a badge?
He does have a badge.
Does he have that sweet cowboy hat?
He does. This is him.
Oh, that is him.
This is him.
Excellent. All right.
You see this giant knighted figure who stands. How tall are all y'all? I know Yolanda's kind of short, but Davril might be like 6 something maybe.
Yeah, Davril's like 6'2", something like that. So he, average. Well, tall, but
yes, very tall. 6'2" is very
Yeah.
tall. And I think Sir Esteval, his height is kind of in flux. From
5'11".
5'11". Okay. Well, this
I
guy.
think we were joking about the
Were
yeah.
we? Because that would be epic.
spine folding and unfolding. Yeah, you can't do that.
that's a class feature.
Yeah, when he's in his armor, he compresses his spine so he's shorter, and then when he takes it off, he gains several feet because he can unfold his spine and then heal himself instantly. It's part of his lay on hands ability.
I see.
Scott, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I hope you don't mean the movie, but the show, yes.
The show, yes.
Yeah.
We're talking like about King Boomy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
It's a lot
All right.
like that.
Yeah.
102, 9 feet tall.
But he's all like hunched over and everything, and then he's just like, oh yeah.
Everything cracks
Yeah,
and
exactly.
pops, and then he's
Yeah.
upright. I have to wait for Danielle to get back to do this do this bit. But everything you see in this picture is him, including the bird on his shoulder, the hat on his head, the badge,
The rope on his belt,
all of that.
the cowboy boots. I like it. I love it. The tumbleweed in the back.
And he is standing guard at the front gate. And then Danielle comes back, and I could say my bit.
Excellent.
Well,
Excellent.
Sir Eastaval is definitely going to try and acknowledge the fact that he's obviously a lawful character because of his badge. Being a lawful paladin, he'll sense a kindred spirit even if he does look a little bit unconventional with
Yeah.
the pouring out of the seams of his armor.
I need her to come back. This is my good bit. I'm
Ah!
waiting fucking forever.
Hail and well met. Ho, ho, ho.
So, one of you said that Armin died?
I said that, but I say a lot of shit.
Okay. All right.
Armin would not die off screen.
Okay. Good. Good. Because I was going to say, like, geez.
It was an emotional death.
Okay.
He died emotionally.
No, this is it. Is this it? No. I have a Trello board of things that need to happen. Oh wait. God, I need her back. Some I forgot. I'm glad it happened, or I forgot while while she was gone. Let me remind myself of all the things that are in this town.
So while we're standing here waiting, I'm frozen in place.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just kind of passively look around and observe?
Sure.
Okay, I'm passively observing.
You take in the fact that you don't need to roll for passive perception. That's well, when you roll a 1,
I'm stricken blind.
you're stricken blind. This figure, he's so impressive that you can't look at anything else, and you take in nothing but how epic he looks.
As you said, passive perception doesn't need a roll. So, what do I see?
I will tell you this. You see the gate, and there is the gate has some words written over the top of it that says, "By their sacrifice, our home is made safe."
By his sacrifice? I didn't hear any of this, but you said by his
I
sacrifice.
said, "By their sacrifice, our home is made safe," and that is written over the gate. And you see in the back, or you see past the gate, you see a bunch of buildings that it's very much a Western setting, but the houses look like they were put together in a very strange way, like scraps of metal were adhered to walls and things. It's almost like the people that live here didn't have access to a lot of materials, but they made do with what they had.
So like a junker town.
Yeah, it's like a a junky Western town. And in the distance, you see a well at 3 on the dot. You see a row of buildings. There's a town center.
I guess that's really as far as we see, because we see down the main street, basically.
Right. And then in the distance to the left, you can see a clock tower rising out of the ground. Well, not rising out of the ground, but it's, you know what I
Do
mean.
we see a DeLorean anywhere?
We do not. No time
There's
machines.
not a flying train. Oh.
How about a train?
No trains.
I like me a good Western adventure.
Yeah, this will be fun. I like this. I like the map already. I'm ready.
I
Ready.
definitely stole it from something.
I brought my 6-shooter too.
I hope so. You're gonna need it. So, D, I was describing, or are you? Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah.
I was describing the front gate. Over the front gate, there's a sign that says, "By our sacrifice, our home is made safe." Or by their sacrifice, our home is made safe. You see a town running down. You see this gentleman. Were you here when I explained what he looks like? And then I showed a giant picture of him, and then you were muted.
Yes.
And you see a clock tower out in the distance. You see a well. This is an old western town that looks like it's made of junk. And as you stand up, you're greeted by this fellow here. And the bird on his shoulder says, "Greetings, villager, or greeting visitors. Please identify yourself."
Sir Eastaval.
Davriel Silverkin.
Oh, look, she's mute.
That was wonderful. The bird will translate.
The bird will not translate mute people, no matter how hard they don't talk. Do you?
Yolanda Coraster.
No, that was perfect because you were like,
Yeah, it was very. Because I just turned it on because I knew someone was going to be noisy. But,
All right. The bird on the shoulder of this giant fellow says, "Why are you here?"
Davriel steps forward and says, "We were transported here after we." So, let me give you the long story. In our city of Waterdeep, a giant purple dome encompassed the center of the city in the biggest commercial district. Nobody knows why it appeared or who did it, but when I touched it, when I was linked hands with my party here, we were teleported to a white space with an elderly man asking us if we were ready. We said yes, and then we were teleported here.
Sounds like a bunch of hogwash.
yeah, this looks suspiciously
Well-
like a theme park, so who's talking?
we've entered Westworld.
This is a wonderful town. These
Well,
people are hardworking. We do the best with what we can.
The large bearded man here is one of the council members of the town to where the dome initially appeared. So we are just trying to get to the bottom of what happened. We mean no harm. We are just trying to investigate.
Whereabouts is this town? What is the name of this town? I'm fairly well traveled.
This is Refuge.
Refuge.
Wait, I have an idea. I saw this in a play once. I turn and look at the guy. Take us to your leader.
You mean the sheriff?
Please.
I don't know if I can trust you. You've just shown up and making demands.
Well, it's not demands, it's a request.
Would you
We just-
please?
I think that Sheriff Isaac would be more helpful in this situation than I am. But I will need you to keep your hands by your sides. Don't do any funny business. And please follow me. I will take you to Sheriff Isaac. He's at the sheriff place. What is the sheriff place?
He's at
called?
the sheriff place.
The
The sheriff's office?
I'll give you my staff to hold on to if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Sure, I'll take your staff. He takes it
I have it.
and he adheres it to. He puts it on his back and it just sticks there.
Nice.
Davriel just sticks his own staff on his back and just kind of.
It doesn't stick there.
But it does.
Well, it doesn't stick like Yolanda's stick sticks.
No,
back
it does not. It does not stick like that.
It doesn't
like in a
stick.
video-
It
it's like-
doesn't
I
sticky
feel like
stick.
you
It's like in a video game when they just throw their weapons on their back and it just magically hovers there. I'm magical.
Okay, well, it magically hovers on you. It adheres to his back with whatever is oozing from him. And I feel like you've missed out on a great opportunity to pretend to be an old man who needs his walking stick. But he says, "Please follow me," and he leads you into town. And you pass a bunch of places. Which one is it? You pass what appears to be a general store, and he walks you all the way to where the hell is 8?
It's on the.
It's right at the far corner. Okay, he
It's
leads
on.
you to the,
Yeah, it's on the northwest corner before the building at the end of the street.
He leads you to the middle of town and then into the sheriff's office. At which point he says, and you walk past some cells, and there's cells at the front of the sheriff's office, and one of them has this orcish woman, and she appears to be asleep on a cot in her cell, and you walk past her and into the sheriff's main office area, and there is a desk with a chair, and there's a pile of broken chairs in the corner, and he says, the sheriff doesn't appear to be here. We can wait around for him for a minute.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, we've got nothing better to do. Might as well wait.
Sure.
As we were walking, I was passively taking a closer look at the goop oozing out of his armor and the general condition of his armor. What was that?
The general condition of his armor is shabby.
Okay.
The goop would require you to roll something.
Sure.
What are you?
Perception.
What are you trying to do? Are you like investigating the goop, or are you like
just observing as we walked
just
along?
Yes.
Passively
That is
observing?
That is goop. Yes.
Okay. So I think so perception is kind of like you see anything coming. Investigation would be you like staring at it, trying to determine what it is. And that's a crit, so I think you probably do. It looks like clay.
Okay.
A clay that is similar to like the ground around you. And it's like the whole town is like this red dirt, and it looks like that except in clay form. And he says, "We don't get many visitors here inside the dome. You said you were teleported here? That's odd."
Can y'all freely come and go from the dome?
No one's left the dome in forever.
Can you elaborate on forever?
Well, I've only been in existence for about a year now, and I've never left the dome.
Okay, all right.
Just
Okay.
curious, does everyone kind of look like you, or are
no.
there people?
There
Okay.
are, I would say, humans and elves and such.
Gotcha.
What is your role here in the town specifically?
I'm the deputy to the sheriff.
I was going to say you do seem to be like a lawful citizen,
Absolutely.
judging by the star.
He pats the star proudly.
I'm going to hold up my hand and say, I too am a lawful citizen. I'm a paladin.
You hold up your hand, or you hold up
My gauntleted fist, because I don't have my swords.
Okay, he holds up his gauntlet and looks at it like he's confused. Or are you a lawman?
You could say that.
His voice squeaks like mine just did.
Lawman?
Oh
It's the bird. The bird is talking the whole time. And it goes to squeaks and stuff.
Chirpy McChirperson.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to say, yes, I am a lawful indeed.
How do you keep the peace in your town?
In Waterdeep?
That's your town, right?
Well, it's not my hometown. I'm the representative of Daggerford?
That sounds right.
Question mark?
Yes, that's correct.
In Daggerford, we have the lords and ladies of the city that have a council that determine justice.
That sounds like a lot of effort to keep justice for such a small area.
Well, law and order must be maintained.
He looks confused by what you say, and he says, "Sir, Sheriff Isaac doesn't appear to be here yet, and I don't know if he's coming into town, or I mean, if he's coming into the office today. Can y'all seem like trustable people? Can I leave you here while I go find him?"
Yeah, that's
Sure.
totally acceptable. Yeah.
Indeed.
No, we'll wait right here for you.
Do I need to put you in cells? I
If
want to
you-
trust
if you-
you.
If you feel that is the best course of action for your town, you may put us in a cell.
I'm not okay with this, but
You have my word. We will not move from
we've
this
been
spot.
pretty compliant.
I'm going to trust you on this. I don't want to lose your trust, or I don't want you to lose my trust, because this town is a safe place, and I keep it that way. So please, just wait here, and I will go fetch the sheriff. And he scuttles out the door.
Okay. And once he scuttles out the door, Davriel gives it, a few seconds for him to get far enough away, and he turns to Sir Eastavold and he says that he has been in existence for a year. Now, when I was in the dome earlier, a few seconds for me was 10 minutes outside. I don't know how long the Purple Dome has been up in the city, but apparently time runs quicker here in this city than it does outside the dome.
Interesting.
So for every second we are in here, who knows, several minutes may pass on the outside.
Well, it can't be helped. All we can focus on now is figuring out how to unravel this mystery.
All I'm saying is that whatever it is, we must be quick about it, because the longer we spend in here, 2 to 3 times 10 times the time could be passing on the outside.
So what do you
Well, then we don't have time to stand here and simply wait.
We can't betray their trust, though. We need to wait for the sheriff.
Well,
But
we
we must
could-
be aware, though, that time is passing quicker in here.
we could certainly look around this room specifically and see what we can uncover.
Yeah, without disturbing anything, I agree. That's probably a good idea.
How about the orc over there?
Do you want to go chat up the orc, or how
Hey.
about I describe the room a little?
Sure.
Yeah, let's investigate the room. Let's
On
do
a-
an optical pat down.
An
Yeah, on-
an
yeah.
optical passive pat down.
On a passive perception, what do we see?
So in the office, you see it's a small office with a very simple desk, and you could, based on looking at it, you can tell it probably has drawers. There's a chair on the other side. There's a big old window. There is a map of the town on the right side of the window. The map looks remarkably like the one that you are shown right here.
Okay.
What else? Back in the hallway leading to this room, there is 4 cells, one of which is housing the orcish woman, and who appears to be asleep on her cot. In the office, there's also a pile of broken chairs.
I'm
Are
very
they-
curious. I'm very curious about these broken chairs. Like,
Are they wicker chairs?
No, they just appear to be like a pile of broken chairs.
it appears to be a pile of broken chairs.
Yes, it appears to be a pile of broken chairs. Would you like to pick them up and investigate them?
Now, before we do that, I guess this is more of a DM question, but at the point of us going into the dome, how long has the dome been in existence? Had it been like
From the outside?
several weeks? Yeah, from the outside. Had it been like several weeks at that point?
I think it's been like several weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
Okay, all right. I guess Davril will just kind of investigate the pile of broken chairs because it's just kind of like the elephant in the room of everything looks in place except for this pile of broken chairs in the corner.
Sure. You investigate the chairs. Go ahead and roll a dice.
What do you want me to roll? Just a d20?
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. 16.
You can see little clay flecks on the chairs. It's almost as if a giant clay person sat on them and crushed them repeatedly.
Okay. All right.
And they just keep getting a new chair every time, huh?
Right. There's probably a chair shortage in town.
Yeah, probably. Okay. The info is relayed back to the party. It seems our deputy friend keeps breaking chairs for some reason, but sitting them and breaking them, probably. He's a big boy,
Yeah.
Doesn't strike me as very lawful.
So how big was he? I guess he is
like 8 feet tall.
Yeah,
And
all right.
like
Okay.
massive, wide, heavy.
So he's very clearly breaking these chairs
Yes.
by accident. Okay.
I wonder who made him.
He does kind of come off as a construct, doesn't he?
Well, normal people don't have clay leaking from them, so
Yeah. That's a very fair point. I guess Davril will investigate the map hanging on the wall a little closer, see if he notices anything different.
The map on the wall is the map in front of you.
Okay.
That is the map.
All right, so he's just kind of looking at it, memorizing the map just so he knows where everything is.
Sir Eastaval is going to go over and take a closer look at the clay flecks on the chair.
Okay.
He's gonna reach down with a gauntleted hand and kind of pick it up and take a closer look. Anything to see?
It looks
Clay?
like clay.
Does it have like diamond dust or like little flecks of something in it?
It
Gotta
does
go
not.
unlock the front door. Sorry, I gotta go unlock the front door, BRB.
Okay.
He's gotta go let the robbers in.
That's what you do.
just
If
don't
you don't-
resist it.
If you don't unlock the door, they'll just kick it in.
Yeah, and then you got to buy a whole new door or door
Exactly.
frame.
It's best
Well,
just to keep all your property outside in the first place, and then you don't have to worry about it.
That makes
Right,
sense.
put it out in the front yard. Yeah, that's true. That's how I've always kind of thought about like locked doors. It's like I don't ever lock the front door. I mean, I lock my bedroom door when I sleep, but I don't lock the front door because I mean, if somebody's gonna like break into my house at night, they're gonna just kick the door in.
All I'm saying is
But-
we're live streaming this, and you just said you don't lock your door on live.
But please tell me you're joking. Please
No.
tell me Oh no.
No, I
No,
just leave
no. No. Oh, my cop heart. Please don't.
Yep.
Don't.
I just-
Don't. Because they
I'm-
really do just jiggle the door handle and leave.
I'll just kick
Davril-
them in. No,
Davril was
kick
too
it in.
busy the last 20 seconds memorizing the map.
Well, I also live in a neighborhood, and I think that there's at least 2 cops that live in this neighborhood.
That doesn't matter. It
It
really
makes me feel
doesn't. They
safe.
break into cop cars. You should lock
Wait.
the doors.
Wait, what's going on?
Well,
Jeff doesn't lock his doors at night.
What?
Let's
Yeah, I
stay
don't.
on task. Come
I'm,
on.
hey, duly noted. Maybe I'll start locking the doors from now on because you said that.
Please do.
All right.
noted.
So I guess we're just kind of roaming around the sheriff's office, just kind of biding our time.
Ripping up floorboards and bashing holes in the wall,
Right.
Are you?
tearing down
No.
rafters.
Davril's not too enthused about going and bothering one of the cellmates in the sheriff's office, so he's just kind of bide his time.
Okay. Does anyone else want to? Danielle is muted. She's talking, but she's not saying anything. Still is not saying nothing. She's real good at it. It's like Yolanda lost her voice. I have a coworker who lost her voice last night. She went to a Backstreet Boys concert.
I know several people who went to that concert too. Did she leave the voice channel?
No,
She's trying to talk.
She's trying to talk.
I'm gonna leave.
Well,
Let's all leave Discord.
No, she's the problem, not us.
Well, the crazy part is that her icon is lighting up.
Okay, no, she's coming back. No, she left and she's coming back.
Her audio is picking up. It's just not coming
Yeah.
through the speaker. What the hell did you do, D?
Maybe put your microphone in front of your face?
I gotta go help Eileen get some shit out of the car.
Do you
I'll be
have,
right back
like,
while you figure this out.
Do this. I don't understand how closing Roll20 is going to help.
Oh,
we
wait.
can hear her now.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I closed Roll20 because my microphone is in my camera
Yes.
because I can't. My electronic just breaks around me, so that's why I shut down Roll20 so it would turn off the camera and then reset.
Okay.
It worked.
Okay.
Hot damn.
I was saying I was going to go talk to people in the cells.
Okay. You want to talk to the orc in the cell?
Yes.
East of all
Wait,
world
I
company.
can't speak orc, can I? Hold on.
You don't know if she speaks orc. You just know she is one.
Let me see if I speak orc before I even try. No, I do not speak orc. So I'm just
Okay.
going to try and talk common.
A lot of orcs understand common.
Okay, so you go up to the. She's asleep in her cot. How do you rouse her?
I ting on the bars.
You ting on the bars. Okay. She immediately shoots up. She's like, "What?
Ooh!
What?
Ooh! Morning!
Morning!
How
What
do
you doing?"
Does she
I was
talk like
gonna
that?
She does. She talk like this.
I just wanted to say hello. You seem
Hello?
to-
What the?
Huh.
Who are you? I never seen you
What?
around town.
Yeah, I'm new here. My name's Yolanda.
Are you Gerblin?
What?
Are you
I'm
Gerblin?
I don't think I'm gurgling. I'm talking.
No, are you a Gerblin?
Oh, now I'm a human.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I
See,
don't
look
know
at my
if I
teeth.
trust you.
I got human teeth.
It's in the teeth.
Okay, as you're
It really
showing her
is.
teeth, she gets she gets uncomfortably close
Uh-huh.
and is poking your teeth. She's like, "You're weird. Why you let me do that? Are you sure you're not? What? I don't know. Are you gonna let
So,
me out?
Well, let's talk a little. What
Oh,
landed you here?
I just,
What's your name?
my name is Cassidy.
Hi, Cassidy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're not. I don't. Are you gonna let me out? For
Well, what did
what's his
you-
name? Before Roswell gets back?
What did you do?
They said
To
I blew
get
up
you.
the church, but I didn't.
Did someone blow up the church?
Obviously, it's on the ground.
Okay. Who blew up the church?
I
if
don't
it
know. I
wasn't
just
you?
had to.
Well, then why did they think it's you?
Because I work with the dynamite.
Oh, well, that does make sense.
That's racist.
I didn't know dynamite worker was a race.
I'm being too loud. I've woken the child.
Oh, good job. Your child is going to grow up with dreams of you going, my name's whatever. I'm Clementine
I'm Cassidy.
Cassidy.
He's just whining a little bit. I'll be quieter. Go to sleep, little
can
baby.
Can you tell me a little bit about the town? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's a nice town. I didn't blow it up. I mean, I didn't blow up the church.
I'm going to do perception to see if I can tell if she's lying.
That'd be insight.
Whatever. I'm actually better at that. So.
She's 100% not lying.
Oh. Okay. So you did blow up the church.
I didn't blow up the church.
I believe you. I believe you.
I love you. Please let me out.
Let's talk a little more first.
But I need to be
Wait.
free.
If I let you out, can you tell us some stuff about the town? Like, how long have you lived here?
A long time.
How long's a long time? Because your years, my years, I don't know how they translate.
It's been about, and she looks off into the distance.
1 week since you looked at me.
She looks off like she's looking off at something in the distance, and she comes back. She's like, "Can you get me out?"
What was that? Did you just have a seizure?
What? I thought you were gonna let me out.
Okay. Can I see keys anywhere?
No.
I will talk to the sheriff. He's supposed to be coming, and I will tell him you're not lying, and we'll get you out.
That sounds great.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
Tell me more about the town. So the sheriff guy. Tell me about the deputy. Who is he?
That's Roswell.
Fun name.
Yeah. He's a bird.
He's a bird. Okay, what's the deal with the big metal thing though? That the bird
All right.
was sitting
Sorry
on?
about that. All right.
Oh, he was brought to help the town, keep us safe. That's what
So
happened.
is the bird the brains of the whole operation?
They're like the same thing. They get real offended if you. They get real
Refer to them
offended.
separately.
Yeah, they're the same.
Good to know. So he's a good guy, right? Though,
Oh yeah,
just doing his job.
yeah, does the job.
Who made him?
He arrested
Do
me.
you know who made him?
Oh yeah, Jack did.
Okay, who's Jack?
He's the guy. He died.
Oh, well, that's sad.
You know, our sins and our sacrifice keeps us safe or something.
Oh, Jack is Christ. Gotcha.
No, wait,
know
wait,
who
wait,
that
wait,
is.
wait. Wait, your sacrifice keeps you safe.
Their sacrifice keeps us safe. That's what someone
Their sacrifice. Do you make a pledge to a higher being with people in your town?
No, I don't. That's hogwash. I don't believe in
Okay.
God.
Oh, okay. All right. Just asking. Just asking.
I believe in dynamite and diamonds.
I thought you were uninterested in this conversation with the people in the cells.
It was too good to pass up.
But you were uninterested, but now it's happening.
Well, I kind of walked away and I came back and I thought you were talking to somebody else. So that's my
No,
fault.
I went and talked to Cassidy. That's
Okay.
How long do you
Okay.
think you've been in the cell? Or how long do y'all think y'all have been waiting in the sheriff's office?
like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
I was going to say about 15, but I could see 30.
Okay.
15 to 30 minutes.
At that like 30-minute mark, the ground starts to shake. Oh, what's going on? It's an earthquake.
I thought you could tell me. Does this not happen?
No.
Oh, that's not good.
And the some of the bricks on the back of Cassidy's cell start to fall off the wall, leaving this open space. That she,
You're welcome. I got you out.
She's like, thanks! And she runs, jumps out, and she's gone.
Gone.
Bye.
Just gone.
See you later!
The ground shaking, is it like footsteps?
No, it was like an earthquake.
Yeah,
Nice.
like
A rumbling?
just a steady rumbling.
Yeah.
Nice lady.
She did seem quite nice.
I mean, she didn't blow up the church. I can tell you that much.
I wonder what she did to land herself in the prison, though.
They think she blew up the church because she works with dynamite.
I understand, but that doesn't seem like a very logical reason to lock someone up.
Really? That seems pretty logical to me. If something blows up, you go to the dynamite person first.
I suppose.
And probably some racism. I mean, look at this place.
Definitely feel like we need to find out more about the inhabitants of this town.
I agree.
The total human party, judging people for racism.
Hey, we're woke.
We're all white, right? We're all white, right?
All your icons are.
I'm white, blonde hair, blue eyed.
Of course.
Anyways, all right. So you escaped once that the ground starts rumbling. How long does the rumbling go on for?
Just a minute.
Just a minute, yeah. And Davril's gonna kind of wait around. We kind of said we wouldn't do anything, go anywhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek my head out the front door.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Okay. So like immediately, like after the earthquake, and then a couple minutes, you peek your head out the door, and let me see if you got line of sight on this.
If nothing else, I should let them know that Kathy ran off.
Oh, good. You're right across the street from it. You poke your head out the door, and across the street's the bank, and you see two people with bandanas over their face peering around the corner from the other side of the bank.
Looks like they up to some ill shit.
I'm gonna run after him and try and catch him.
They're just peering around the corner. They haven't done anything.
Oh. Okay, then I'm gonna whip. I thought they were.
They have
Running,
started
running.
robbing the bank yet.
Sorry, you made it kind of sounded like to me that they were kind of trying to get away,
Oh,
not
no.
just
Yeah.
kind of.
They're peeking around the corner towards like the front of the bank. They're like trying to see to the front of the bank from the other side of it. It looks.
Okay.
It
Then
looks
I'm
like
gonna
shit's
make it
happen.
very obvious that I see them and go, "Hey!"
I feel like we should all hail them at the same time.
One of them lifts their middle finger at you.
I throw like peace signs back, like, "Yeah, deuces, cool. You forgot Baker."
And
Like this.
he looks at his comrade, does a little motion with his hands, and they both run in the bank.
Okay, then I'm gonna chase them.
Okay.
And the second I get in range, I'm gonna try and tackle him.
Okay. Let me pull up a token real quick. Sounds like it's gonna be a fight.
Fight!
You think the monk was worried about giving away her quarterstaff? There was a plan.
Is that what they look like?
They look like pirates.
I was gonna say those are definitely some shady looking characters.
Yeah.
Make sure these are proper challenges for y'all. Probably not.
As in 2 week or other side?
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't you?
Oh, good.
That's weird. Okay, I'm not concerned. You run into the bank, and there's a couple people sitting around, standing around, and these people appear to be holding up the bank. And I guess you run in, right? Is everyone else running in behind?
Davril's a man of his word, so he's in the doorway of the sheriff's office.
Okay. Sir Istval, have you given chase as well? Or are you waiting in the office and you're going to let Yolanda do this herself?
Sir Istval is following, but he's not so sure that we should attack them outright without knowing exactly what it is that they've done.
Okay. Well, so you followed Yolanda in, and you see these two people waving what appear to be magic wands at the bank teller, yelling, "This is a stick-up! Give me all we gotta get into safe. Let us in."
Okay, whichever one's talking, I'm gonna do a running, leaping kick jump at them.
Okay, let me draw a square for this building. I'm sure that's big enough.
Sure. You got to draw where the bank teller counters are, the
Nope.
queue,
Not
the
doing that
vault.
Not doing that shit.
Counter. Teller.
Okay, so you run up and do a diving
Teller.
kick at the person to the very front?
Teller.
And
Yes.
you run through these other people to do it?
Teller.
Well, I haven't left there,
Teller.
so so no attack of opportunity. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the one that is talking.
Okay, he said you have to move through these other two to do that.
Well, fine. I'll just go with this.
I will let you do some acrobatics check to do like some flip off of them onto him if you want.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip over them and like just kick the shit out of the first guy.
Okay.
So first acrobatics.
Yeah, do an acrobatics check. They're both gonna. Oh no, they're not gonna do shit. 25. You run up and you put a hand on each of their shoulders and flip over them, and you bring down your what on the other guy?
I'm kicking the shit out of him, like in the face.
Okay, so do whatever that is in your attacks. 14.
Non-lethal.
Where's this guy's character sheet? You got is it a 14?
Yeah.
Okay, well you miss.
Okay, well I'm gonna hit him again.
That's a hit.
So I guess it'll be the 8. And then I'm gonna go all out and go ahead and use a point of key to try and do a stunning strike. So he has to do a Constitution saving throw. Doesn't say what my DC is though.
Should be your on a monk.
He got
I can't remember.
He got a 21. I think he passes.
Okay. Yeah, he would have passed that.
Okay.
Alright, so
So you do 10, and then the other, you do the 10 also, right?
yeah.
It's like, holy shit, you just punched the shit out of me.
How many teeth did it spit out?
All of them. I got no teeth!
He said, "Oh Jesus, help!"
Get her!
You
I guess-
debeaked him.
And here we are, rolling initiative. That was your surprise round. I hope you enjoyed that.
It was worth it. I may die, but it was worth it. Oh crap! It was an
go
18,
to-
but I will click on myself to do this.
Oh, I did the same thing. Damn. I clicked it, but I had
Please stop
Hold
and let me
on.
fix
I
things.
deleted him.
No, Sean, I was fixing it.
I'm fixing it.
I was fixing it.
Well, no, you got an 18, right?
Yeah,
I
so
got an
it's the
18.
1-8. I can fix it myself.
Can you?
Dad, yes.
What are these guys' initiative? It's Dex, right?
Yeah. Do they not just have like a little initiative thing you can like on their character sheet?
Something is weird about these guys for some reason.
Is that a DM Fiat?
No, it is not a DM Fiat. I mean, for some reason, I can't click on their character sheets.
Oh, I see.
So, y'all are in a fight. It's their turn first. What does he do? He's gonna try to shank you. So it's God, I really want to be able to click on his fucking sheet. That's real annoying. Does that do anything? Nope. It's so weird. Like, their character sheets are empty.
They're level 7 Desert Raiders. Right?
No, definitely not.
Oh. Level 10 Shiftless Hobos.
Fucking, I guess.
Let's just call them grifters. They're grifters.
Janky as shit.
And one of them has no teeth. He's been debeaked.
Debeaked?
That's what you call it. When you punch someone so hard, all of their teeth just fall out. You know how it is.
Let's see.
I don't know how it is.
We've all been there before, right?
He tries to shank you with his dagger. He gets 15.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, he gets a 20. My bad.
Yeah, that's all that hit.
What?
He does 6 damage. He does not appear to have... Oh. Dang. This is going to take fucking forever. D20. Oh, shit.
Use your
Hold
DM
on.
powers and just make some shit up.
I am doing my best to use my DM powers to make some shit up.
Magic.
I'm curious if these guys have the shit already out there. There we go. I think Roll20 is having some issues. Because it thinks this bad guy is not an NPC.
He's improperly coded.
He is improperly coded.
And I'm seeing some tokens and stuff pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
Who is this dark dwarven stranger over here sitting in the hot springs?
Okay, the other one, he does 2 attacks with his scimitar and 1 attack with his dagger. He's got multi-attack. The first is a 5 and a 10. He misses a bunch.
He's doing like the karate thing that they do.
The next one lands 2 hits on you, D.
What they get?
A 23, so he crit. He dealt 12 damage.
Ow.
The other one missed for an 11. The other one hit for 21 for 7 damage. And
This is poorly thought out.
yeah, and then the third one is also going to attack you. And he's going to miss, and he's going to miss, and 14?
Miss.
Okay. They're like, she's a gin ninja. Your turn, Yolanda. What you got?
No one's helping me. Oh God. A second.
It's only you.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I'm still trying to figure out this character. And I know there's something I can do, but I can't remember what it's called.
Maybe yell out for help. There is a magic man across the street who doesn't know you're in deep shit.
Okay, yeah, I am gonna yell. Like, somebody want to help me? There's something I can do where I can.
Was that enough to add Davril to initiative order, Scott?
Sorry, what was that?
Yolanda yelling for help.
Davril crosses the street and enters the fray.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Holy bejesus. Okay. Well, as soon as Yolanda and Jeff go, you'll be good to go.
All right.
How does dodge work again?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I can't find the thing I'm looking for. That's why it's getting.
When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. Until the end of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Okay, I am going to do Thunder Wave.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Thunder wave.
You realize that's everything. Wait, can Monk sculpt spell? Because that hits everything.
No, she's in panic mode, and it just emanates from her.
Hold on, let me put some NPCs in here. There are
All right.
bank people in here.
Where? All right.
Oh. But
Okay,
they're all
all right.
behind me, right? So as long as I'm aiming at
No,
them.
no, it's an AOE.
Okay, so there.
Where am I? Sean, where am I on this?
You are at the. You would have been like right here, coming in through
All right.
the wall.
I think it's a 20-foot AOE range on
It's
Thunderwave.
15.
15. Okay, so all right. So you
Hold
hit.
on. I'm
You hit
still-
Innocence.
Is it in a cone or a range,
No.
or is it just all around you?
It's a cube.
A wave of
Right.
thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so a cube.
I want you to know that this is in my notes. There are 4 NPCs in the bank. I did not make this shit up to punish you.
Congratulations, you
There are
hit
4
everything in the
NPCs
Hold
room.
on.
bank.
I think I get a little bit of fiance. I'm trying to figure this character out.
That's
still.
absolutely fair. If you don't want to
It
do
says-
it, that's fine. But
It
says
there are 4 NPCs in the bank.
I will tell you right now that Thunderwave is generally a bad idea to use unless in a serious pinch situation. From one wizard to a monk. Because it hits everything. It'll hit everything in the room currently, except for me.
Like I said. Okay, this one's a 15-foot. Ah, shit. You're in that 15. Oh, wouldn't you be? Would I realize he's standing right there? Have I seen him?
You tell me. Would you
No,
have paid
did-
attention to people in the place when you came in, or are you concerned about these peasants? Would you have
Yes, I'm
given them-
concerned. I'm trying not to like hurt the peasants.
Okay, are you talking about these guys right here?
No, I'm talking about these.
That old
Jeff's
man.
character.
That is Jeff's character.
Yeah, I know. I was
So-
asking if I would have realized he ran in.
So, according to the
yes.
player handbook, spellcasting chapter, a cube area of effect has the point of origin on the surface of the cube, not in the center. So the cube would appear in front of you and be 15 feet on each side.
It'll still hit basically everything in the room.
Well, it'd be what? 5, 10, 15, 5, 10.
It's
Like
a
this.
It's a 15.
This-
foot, like right
This
here.
is some meta gameplay, but it'll basically hit everything in the room.
Well, I'm just saying 15 by 15, that would be this.
Like, I think going through this is helpful. From Danielle needs to figure out how to play her character.
Sure,
So,
fair enough.
we'll give-
so
You
you
get a little bit of leeway, but
So if I
cast.
cast it right in front of me, right here.
If you
5 to
cast it
15.
if you cast it there, that counts. You know, so then you've got 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You hit everything in the room. Even from here, you don't hit me, but you hit everything in the room. You from here, you still hit everything in the room.
I'll tell you this: if you think that your character would panic and do this,
That's totally fair. I'm just saying, no, if you place it on any of the character tokens in front of you, you hit everything in the room.
Let's see, cube effect 5e. What is that noise in the background? I keep hearing an angry man shouting.
It sounds like
Watching something.
Joseph's watching. Yeah.
So
Sir Eastaval thinks you should probably not do that.
See, everything I'm looking up just shows that it affects 6 squares worth, not what you were saying.
So you choose a square, right? You're going to cast it here, right? And it's a 15-foot cube. So then it becomes this, basically. Or 5, 10. Basically, it becomes that. That's still 10 feet. So you have to go 5 feet out from there. So you still hit everything in the room.
That's not a 15-foot cube, though.
That's
A
that.
15-foot cube would be a 15-foot cube, not.
It's 15 feet in every direction, right? That's how I infer the rule.
It says 15-foot cube, 15 by 15.
Yeah, you could. So it said, or from what I'm seeing on my Google searches, you can. The 15-foot cube needs to be adjacent to you. So if you did it in such a way where it was like, this is the 15-foot cube.
It's a 3 by 3 square.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
You could
So-
like
3, 1, 2, 3, but wait.
oops.
5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. This would be,
Like you could do it like this.
that would be it. That right there.
That's way better than I read the rule. And if that's official ruling, I will take it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
because yours isn't a 15-foot cube. Yours is a 25 by 25-foot cube.
as long as it has the amount
I'm willing-
of space
I am
inside
willing-
it should be good.
I am willing to admit I am very wrong on that because that would make me use Thunderwave a whole hell of a lot more.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This is the ruling for now. We'll investigate later. Let's keep it moving.
All right.
Okay, then that's what I'm doing.
Okay, you're gonna
Okay.
hit Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff.
Eastaval can take it.
All right, go ahead and do whatever you do. Do I need to roll?
Everybody has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here's some con saves.
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
But they take half if.
Half and isn't pushed if they save.
Okay, so two
And-
people are gonna take the full 9 damage,
I get protections too.
and then the other guy's gonna take 5, and then they're gonna be shot in 10 feet. So bam, this guy gets thrown against this NPC, and bam, and Jeff, you're taking how much?
Well, I rolled a 17. Because I get my aura of protection, so
Okay, so you take 5 damage and you're tossed
okay.
up against the wall, and this NPC gets hit by 1d8 bludgeoning damage,
From the body slamming into him.
which is 7. Oh, I'm gonna give him like 10 health because that's what he is. And he's like knocked up against the wall. It's, oh shit! Flying against the wall next to this bandit.
And Scott, I imagine Davril would be also kind of confused at this point how a monk just exploded the world.
This isn't typical monk powers, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, then yes.
Well, you also saw me electrocute someone, which is not typical monk things.
Yes. Yes. So Davril is coming up with his own ideas of what the hell is going on.
Then next is Sir Istaval, who took 5 damage and was flung against the wall.
Okay, so I let out a cough as I hit the wall. So this bearded pirate fellow is beside me.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I take any action, I'm going to try and talk to him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What do you say?
Is that what he says?
Well, he said
Oh
that
shit,
when
he's trying to talk to me.
he said that when he was flung through the air.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What do you say to him, Jeff?
I'm going to look over at him and hold up my hands and say, "What has driven you to such desperate action to steal from this bank?
We got to get out of the dome.
Out of the
We
dome?"
got to get out.
So you're trying to escape the dome. What good will robbing the bank do?
The answer is in the bank. We gotta get in the bank to get the way out of the dome.
Are you lying to me?
What?
Is he lying to me?
I don't know, is he?
Should I do
I'm gonna roll an
a
insight.
perception check? Yeah, let's roll an insight to see if he's making some shit up.
He thinks the answer to escaping the dome is in this bank.
Okay, so he genuinely, obviously, I'm buying it because he sounds genuine. So I'm gonna say, hold, brigands.
Are you casting a spell?
No, I'm just saying to the room at large. Before we proceed with the violence, is there any way maybe we could come to an understanding without violence?
We gotta get in the bank.
How long have you been trapped in this dome?
Are you in the middle of a fight, telling everyone to calm down and interrogating the whole room?
Well, to be fair, we did kind of like. I'm thinking this was like a shock and awe kind of thing. Like Dee jumped into their midst and then just fucking like
I beat the
Pikachu
shit out of
Thunder
him, and then
blasted
they
them.
all beat the shit out of her.
Right, so they're all like laying around stunned. Like, what happened? I've talked to this one and established that they're trying to get out of the dome, so they're not necessarily evil. Which I'm kind of saying this in character to the group. I'm like, I don't think these guys are evil.
And didn't let us go.
Well, why do you think that there's something in the dome? And I'm also addressing, like, I'm taking charge as the paladin who is trying to come to a peaceable solution to this whole like clusterfuck.
So this you having a discussion with them is it's longer than an action. It's longer than 6 seconds. So
Okay.
if you're telling everyone to calm down and go out of combat, then that's fine. But these people are gonna like move around and do things in here that won't necessarily be violent, but will change how things are happening.
That's fine. I'll use my action to try and diffuse the situation. And I'm also going to address the patrons. What's your take on this?
Those
What
bandits
up?
are
What up,
awful.
dog?
They've been attacking the bank forever.
Forever?
Somebody go get Roswell.
Yes, go get Roswell. Let us discuss things with Roswell.
The ground shakes again. This time the tremors are heavy. And the tables and chairs in the bank are rattling heavily, and pictures are falling off the walls. And Roswell comes flying through the door, or he comes right up. He sees Davril at the end of the street, poking his head in, and shows up right next to him. He's like, "What is going on?
Wait, who said
What have
this?
y'all done?" Roswell. He's come up behind you as you're right outside the bank.
That's the deputy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we actually got his name.
Cassidy
didn't.
mentioned it.
Okay,
got it.
okay. Okay, fair enough. All right.
I thought Roswell was the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. So, Davril
Sheriff-
says...
the sheriff is Isaac.
Oh, okay.
Davril turns, to Cassidy and says, "We saw these guys go in and try and rob the bank, so we just figured we'd try and stop them."
What? The
Which we did.
bandits? He pushes past you, Davril, and he steps into the bank, and I've got a token for him. Where is it?
It's up there to the north.
He's got an extra special real token. He pushes, and the bandits immediately drop their weapons and stick their hands out.
Sir Eastaval is going to clap. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh.
I'm
I
gonna,
warmed him up for you.
I'm gonna need all of y'all to follow me to the sheriff's office so we can figure this out. And he glares at the bandits, especially y'all. And the bandits, like, they appear to have lost the will to fight, seeing Roswell.
How many of them have soiled themselves?
All three of them. And Roswell leads out in front and the bandits follow him. Do y'all follow Roswell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Davriel follows Roswell.
As you walk out of this building, you scroll over to your map. You have kind of a better angle on what this is. Because you're going from like 6 to 8. And you can tell that that is a statue.
What kind of statue is it?
Passive perception statue. You see a big brawny man and a small young girl standing side by side with a tall robed figure standing behind them. A plaque.
Does that tall rope figure look familiar?
It's a statue. Hard to tell.
Okay, fair enough.
A plaque that says, "By their sacrifice, we are made safe." And as y'all are walking across the street in the chaos of this post-bank robbery gone bad,
Or good.
the clock
depending on your
tower
outlook.
chimes 12 times, putting you right at noon, and the ground is shaking. And it is shaking, and there is a flash of white, and there's chaos everywhere as the buildings collapse and the ground beneath you erupts, and then there's nothing.
So we're in complete nothingness right now?
And you are back in that white space with that old man.
Wait, do we see a cutscene that says dawn of the first day?
Sorta.
Okay, all right. Does the white man say anything?
The white man.
You're all white men.
So the old man in robes asks, "Do you understand the score? Do you know what's happening?"
Davriel has an inkling in some direction of what could be going on, but he is completely unsure.
Yolanda just says, "Looks like they're stuck in a loop."
He nods, and he says, "The next one begins now." And y'all are back at the gate again with Roswell. All of your HP and spell slots restored.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
And Roswell says, "Visitors, please identify yourself."
Davriel says, "Davriel Silverkin, we are here to see your sheriff, Isaac."
I think that's a good stopping point for tonight.
You know what? Yeah, I agree.
This way we can get the other two in for round 2.
I can't wait to see how they get in.
They want to fuck everything up. That's what they want to do.
I'm sure they have a.
All right.
I have a way for them to get in, but we'll see
Okay.
if they
All
can
right.
do it. All right. So
Sure.
that's the bye YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube now because it means I don't have to upload the videos. Bye bye.